into some productive things. So keep mentioning what you're excited about. We are looking forward to a great training tonight. And I'm just going to pop over here really quick and pull up our results for our leaders.
Ooh, looks like Peggy says she has a double hostess class this afternoon. Booked 2 classes, shared information with 7 people in the class and 1 interested. $309 in sales. Woohoo, Peggy.
That is
And
awesome.
Stacia has a facial scheduled for tomorrow. Nice job. As you guys come in, you can put your win for the week in the comments. As Allison gets set up, welcome Chris and welcome Debbie. Welcome, who else did I forget? Lori and Tony and
I
Des.
love that you guys are on time. That's awesome.
Yes. Awesome. Go ahead and put your wins for the week in the chat. And welcome Becky. Like who came in that I didn't see? I don't know.
Today is going to be a great training because this is something that I know Mary Kay was passionate about, asking for the career talk and actually booking it instead of thinking, oh, I know she'd be so good, and then not booking it. So we're excited to hear tonight from Jessica to tell us how we're going to do that, what that looks like as you guys are popping on. I know I'm not sure who we missed, Chris, Pam, Marianne, I see Alicia, Sherry, Gina, Jenny. I love that you guys are on time. You're not going to want to miss. Tonight is really important because selling the product is a piece of what we do, but sharing the opportunity is the other piece. And so it's really important that, hey, Tony, that and Alicia and Sherry, okay, that we are working full circle so that we not only access the income that's available to us on that third piece, but also offering the opportunity. I mean, you guys, honestly, you know, whether you're confident in doing it or not, you owe it to her to do that, because what if somebody had never offered it to you? I mean, I just always think of it that way. Like, what if Christian just never asked me because I was too cranky? You know what I mean? Or I was too intimidating, or whatever the case may be. I mean, I've been a Mary Kay for 20 years. What would my life look like if I didn't have my Mary Kay girlfriends? I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. So we're excited. And so we have a little bit under a minute to get going. And so as you guys are popping on, hey, Michelle. Hey, everyone. Glad you guys are here. Thanks for making it a priority. And we're excited to share. There's not a whole lot of announcements this week because we've kind of wrapped up the Mary Kay contest, and PCP is over with. And so some of what I'm going to say tonight, you've probably heard, but it's always good to remind yourself about it. And to actually take the time and look into some of that if you hadn't had a chance to look at the foundation, the AI foundation options for the foundation match and all of that. So let's get started. You can still comment in the comments some of your wins this week if you want. We'll get to those. We'll be able to share those, and other people will be able to see those and chat with you. Okay. So one of the first things I have down on my list is that the Timewise Repair Set's going up in September. You're probably going to hear that every week until the Timewise Repair Set goes up in price, because one thing that's a smart business decision is to buy low and sell high. So when the price goes up and you think, oh, good, I'm going to make more money on my Timewise Repair, it's also that your wholesale number will go up when you go to buy it, right? So it makes sense for those of us that are 40 and older to stock up on those repair sets so that we can sell them at that higher price. Okay. The other thing, you guys, just as like a little FYI, I'm telling all of my Timewise Repair Set customers now about the price increase so that they can stock up at the lower price. Gives them a little bit of an option to buy a set or two now when the price is going to be is cheaper than when the price was up in September. So you can use it, you know, to your advantage in both ways. You can sell a little bit more now, and then you can also save money when you go to buy them when they're more expensive. Okay. All right. So we already know about the Foundation Finder on your website, AI Inspired. Go check that out. I've had a couple of customers already, and I've shared the link with them, and super easy and effective. So it's a great way, especially when you're not close to your customers, for them to access your website and navigate that and try to find a foundation that matches them, because popping over to your house and matching foundation is great, but what do you do when she's 3 hours away, right? So we love that feature, and I'm suspecting that we're going to see some more interactive things on our website. So you're going to want to get familiar with this. Technology is not something that you can go, I don't understand it, because pretty soon we're going to be seeing it everywhere. Okay. Which leads me into something else I saw on InTouch I wanted to talk a little bit about, and that is your agreement link. And I don't know if Jessica's going to talk a little bit about that or not, but accessing and knowing how to access your agreement link on InTouch, how to copy it and how to paste it to whoever you want to be on your team. But also there's a little navigation video in there if you want to learn about turning it into a QR code. They've shortened the link. They've made it accessible for you to be able to turn that into a QR code. If you're a little bit more savvy, that's something that you can access, that you can create and make it even easier for your customer. Instead of having a link, they can just scan a QR code right from their phone. Okay, let's talk about On Target Star. August 15th marked we're 2/3 into the way of our star. And so do you have in 1200 wholesale as of now? Or if the answer is no, you're already behind. Okay. So this is what we are talking about with the end of the quarter will sneak up on you. And then you're asking your director, how do I sell 800 in the next 2 days? And when you've had, 3 months or 2 months to sell that amount. So plan your week. Look at how much wholesale order you are away from your star. This is the first star of the 4 quarters. It's the most important star to get the ball rolling, because then the next quarter we've got Christmas and all of you are going to be stars through Christmas. And then we've got the new year coming and all the things that happen with Easter and Mother's Day and all the things that we get prepared for at the front end of the year. And so now's the time to really start looking at that, so that September 15th doesn't, slap you around a little bit and then you're in panic mode and desperation mode, which is a different kind of selling, okay, than determination mode. So look at those numbers, break it down so that you know how much you have to sell weekly in order to finish your star, which sort of leads me right into the 5th star gift that the company is offering. I know you've checked them out, the sunglasses, the bag, the clip, the fun things that the company offers as that 5th prize, which we love getting. And I actually miss getting that 5th prize. I liked, when we had that little extra gift that we would get because we were all star for all 4 quarters. Okay. So check those prizes out there on InTouch and look at what prize you're most excited about want to get. Here's a piece I want you to think about too with that. If you're looking at the handbag or you're looking at the big pearl bag and you're thinking, oh, would love that, but like, I can barely get 1,800 in. That's when you need to talk to your sales director. Your sales directors have all done court of sales. They've sold at a very high level. Talk to them about how you can increase your sales from sapphire to emerald and emerald to pearl to get up there so that you can have that consistent selling and you can earn those extra big prizes. There's something really fun about walking around with your pearl prize at seminar or just at your unit meeting and everybody knows how you got that. Okay. All right. August is also the month to wrap up the Power Up, promotion. This is the second month, July and August, for you to get your great earrings. We saw those last week with Laura, and I know several of you probably have already ordered them and earned them this month. But that sets the pace for you to be on target, getting consistent with doing more than just one order and then falling off and doing it. I like that the company is trying to create some consistency because the win is in the consistency. Okay. So this is the second month of the 2-month challenge. Now, if you miss the first month, it's still good practice to get yourself up there. Don't let yourself off the hook by saying, well, I'll focus on it next month, because here's what happens. You start focusing it on the first, it takes you 2 weeks to get going. And then it's the half the month is over with and you're like, bah, and then you don't want to miss it again. Okay. So talk to your sales director about how you can get some parties going and get some things happening quickly. There's so many different party options. Okay. So talk to your director about that. The Applause magazine is available to you on InTouch. So go and check out Your Applause magazine. If you haven't looked at it, it's kind of fun. Just look for your director's name or your girlfriends or people that you met at seminar or the speeches that you heard at seminar, seeing those ladies in the Applause magazine and knowing that you were there, you saw some of that fun stuff. And of course, great information, product knowledge, all the things that touches all of us, the DISCs. So, you'll have everything that you're going to want in there. You're going to be able to see. I personally flip back to the commission like immediately. I just go straight back to the money. But then I go back and I look at the stories and all the fun stuff. So check out the Digital Applause magazine. Okay. And I think that's it for announcements. Am I missing anything? Is there anything am I supposed to announce anything about Bible study? Is the sign up for that done and over?
If they want to join, they can still join.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a Facebook group for it. So if they want to do that, and then also if anybody wants to be in my small group, they need to reach out to me tonight. Message me on Facebook.
There we go. Okay, so if you've been looking for a consultant Bible study and you're not sure what we're talking about, grab hold of your director and she'll lead you over to the right way and get you connected to those ladies that are going to start the consultant Bible study. Okay. All right. So, and I believe there's information on that in the consultant page. If they go to the Fearless Leaders consultant page, you're going to see some information there about the consultant Bible study. Okay. All right, so let's talk about our achievers this week and get excited to cheer other people on. And then we're going to get right into our training. So we have plenty of time for training. And so we're going to start with our number 10 spot. Let me grab my pom-pom. Okay, our number 10 spot is Stephanie King from the Lyndall Siegel unit. Congratulations. And then number 9 is Patty Hernandez from the Jessica Harvey unit. Great job. Top 10. Number 8 extra specials, Diane Belusa from the Allison Carter unit. Yay. Good job, Diane. Peggy Richmond from the Judy Roman unit. We're number 7. Good job, girl. Good job for being in the top 10. Becky Osborne from the Judy Roman unit. Good job, Becky. We're proud of you. Marianne Lamathis from the Judy Roman unit. Congratulations. Hey. Okay, what number is that? That was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 is Jenny Elkins from the Lind. This says Lind Siegel unit. Good job. Congratulations. We have number 3. So these ladies we want to hear from. So if you are Patty, go ahead and get ready to unmute. We want to hear from you from Miss Centra's unit. Patty is number 3 with 930 points this week. She had some bookings. She had a facial. She placed her wholesale order this month. So congratulations, Patty, for being our number 3. Welcome to the group. Tell us your hot tip. What did you do this week that you're the most excited about?
Well, I'm just excited because people are starting to book and have a big event coming up this weekend, the Unicorn Festival, that I'm getting some help with some of the ladies on the screen. And I'm just really excited about that. So there's just, yeah, yay, Jean. And just getting some momentum going. And I'm really excited about that. So it was kind of nice to watch the numbers, stack up today, especially because I did a 600 wholesale today. So I'm getting my earrings.
Well, congratulations. We're excited. You look like Linda Tupin, girl. When I first looked out, we got Linda Tupin in the house. Okay.
I love it.
So congratulations. And we love
you.
your last name, Lovejoy. I mean, it couldn't get any better, right? The Love National Area. I mean, oh my goodness, all kinds of opportunities. So congratulations, Patty. We love your red lipstick. Welcome to the group. We're proud of you for setting the example, and we look forward to getting to know you a little bit better. So
thank you.
All right. And I know your director is super proud of you too. So all right. Our runner up to the queen this week with over 1495 in points is Miss Lisa Centric from the Donna Scott unit. We're excited. Lisa, go ahead and unmute and tell us about your week.
Okay, thank you. So my hair is looking kind of crazy tonight. It's all good.
It looks good.
Thanks. So basically, for one, I did get some orders, and that was from, following up from Hydra sessions or just reaching out to customers saying, hey, how you doing? And are you needing anything? Can I help you? that kind of thing. And then also just on like following up with people who you've asked, they said, yes, I will do a party, or I will do a hydro session, but then you don't hear from them. And as we know, like 7 was the magic number for how many touches we need to make. But in today's world, with all of the information that's coming at us at all times, it's more like 8 to 12 touches. So instead of feeling like I'm bothering people, I just remember, just like myself, hey, they just need a reminder and they need that touch and that communication. And then that's led to some orders as well.
Very good. So tell us a little bit about it, because it says you've got 880 in sales, and you had, what is that, 2 facials. So did you have a strong reorder business? Did you have some really great Timewise repair set customers this week? What were your retail sales from?
So I did have a repair customer, which was a reorder, but she ordered some extra things after our hydro session. She was already a repair customer, but then she ordered some more things after the hydro session because she learned about some other products. And then then a couple of those orders were also from the hydro sessions and getting to use the products. I mean, it just seems like whenever we get the products on the faces, then that's the ticket. So that was the main thing.
What do we know? Faces take
Yeah.
you places. Right. If you've been in Mary Kay long enough, we know faces take you places. So congratulations, Lisa.
Thanks.
That's awesome. And by the way, it's a whole nother ball game. If you've been selling miracle sets, it's a whole nother ball game when you start selling Timewise repair. Your reorder business shifts, everything is different. I mean, just they order 2 or 3 pieces from the repair set and you're like, yes, okay. So congratulations, Lisa, for that. All right, and our queenie this month from the Janice Strunk unit is Lori Parks. We're excited to hear from you, Lori. Okay, so Lori, you have quite a few new bookings. Okay. Like I'd say, what is that? You get 25 per booking. So that's like 8-10 bookings. Okay. We have money from points from facials. You had a wholesale order, but this is what I really love is your 1376 in retail sales. So I want you to tell us a little bit about that, because I remember when you were new and you were here and watching and, watching all the things happening, and as you're building your business, we could start to see that there was some progress, but we'd love to hear from you about what that looked like, and what was your what's been really inspiring you to take that next level step up, because we've seen you now in the top 3 several, you're a repeat offender. So we love that. So tell us a little bit about your journey and what you did this week for your sales.
Okay. Well, I was kind of struggling as far as making phone calls, so I decided to go through my contact list, and I started sending messages. I was using a script that I wanted to see 100 faces by the end of October because I want to be a sales director, and asked people to help me out, and that came through really good for me. And then I did an event a week ago last Friday, and that got me 96 leads. And I also took that body oil with me, and people are going to go crazy over that. I mean, I got people, can you get me some of that? I said, well, it's not out yet, but I will when it comes out. So I took names and numbers on that. And then I made these little things and did a honoring teachers week. And if you bought a repair set, you got one of these for free. And I sold a couple repair sets there. And then I had some facials where I sold 2 miracle sets, and I did some makeovers. One of my friends has never worn makeup in her life, and she saw herself with makeup on and she bought everything, $880 worth.
Wow.
So yeah, and she's coming back tomorrow to do another makeover. But so yeah, it was. And then I've got my books. I'm booked with facials in a party for the next 2 weeks.
I love that.
Every day.
So
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is that you were working your business a certain way, but then once you've really identified something that motivated you, like becoming a sales director, all of a sudden your script pivoted, your determination changed, your energy changes. So I love that story, Lori, because I think a lot of times people just say the script that their director gives them, but there's no passion behind it because you're just saying whatever it is that, but when you really identify what it is for you that gets you the most excited, because I know you have some big goals. Seminar really set the pace for you, and
Yeah.
you've come back and you've been on fire. So we love that, and we're super proud of you. And the work doesn't
Thank you.
lie. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Like, you could do a lot of things wrong, but if you've got bookings and people are touching face, or product is touching faces, like Lisa said, you're going to see that it doesn't matter. People are going to buy
Yeah.
product. And so congratulations. We're like,
Now
so
I got to
excited.
work
I
on,
love the 10 bookings. I love,
Yeah.
because to me, that's ongoing business. It's not, you had a $1,300 a week and then you're dead in the water because you don't have anything booked. So
Right.
congratulations for balancing that out. That's how you do that. So we love
Yeah.
that example. Congratulations for being our queen this week.
Thank you.
I also want to spotlight too, that what you said earlier about being a little frustrated. Tell me a little bit really quickly how you worked through that.
I prayed a lot, and I really have a hard time getting myself to make the phone calls because I don't like to hear the no on the other end. But I just did it. I messaged people, I called a few people, and now I've got all these leads. So I'm working on that because I need bookings for September. So that's going to be my big list of people for September. Yeah, and I still have trouble.
A determined
I
woman, I'm
still,
telling you.
I still have trouble getting that motivation to make those phone calls. And I think it's just because I'm scared to hear what they're going to say, you know? So I got to get over that.
That's right. And so we learned last week or the week before from Linda that what you think about, you bring about. So you have to say,
Yes.
being nervous is like so unlike me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't wait to meet these people. They're going to say yes. They want what I have. I'm excited. You just keep telling yourself that and manifest it. Not in a spooky dooky kind of way, but, you know, like in a
Right.
real godly grounded way. And it, you know, you just pray over it and you just see that things will come
Yes.
together. So we're so excited. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a great week. I'm sure we'll hear more from you in the upcoming weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
10 bookings. Y'all got to catch up. Come on now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
so we're 3 minutes over, so let's move right into our training tonight from Miss Jessica. She's going to talk to us tonight about identifying, booking the interview, and actually going home with the booking of the career talk. So Jessica, take it away.
All right, awesome. I'm excited to train you guys tonight. And yes, we're going to be talking about the career chat, booking it, and we'll do some role playing and practice with that as well. And so a couple things that you can aim for when you're working to have new team members is when you have 3 new team members in a month, you earn bronze medal status. When you have 4 new team members in a month, you earn a silver medal. And then when you have 5 new team members in a month, you're in the gold medal status. So whether your director is giving away a prize or not, but in Mary Kay, those all count. And so then one day you can look at your accolades and you can see mine are, I've earned 13 bronze medals, 6 silver, and 18 gold. And so I found that on In Touch. I was like, woo! So keep on going, because even when you're a consultant, all those accolades build up, and then you'll be training too one day, and everyone will be like, oh my gosh, check out how many gold medals you've earned. So keep on doing that, because that'll, you know, accumulate all these over the years. So it's really exciting. So when you think about the career chat, it's basically just a fancy word to say you're just asking people their opinion of Mary Kay. You want to talk to them a little bit about the business. You're just sharing the business opportunity. So a lot of times when we think about a career chat, or everyone calls it something different. We call it career chat, pink possibility chat, all of those things. All you're doing is sharing your heart and what you love about Mary Kay, and asking some questions for other people. So you might have a script that your director gives you. You might just have something that you just share a little bit about the business. But I'm going to talk to you about how to get to that point first. So first of all, as you guys know, everybody deserves to hear about this Mary Kay business, right? So in the comments, I'm going to be interactive with you guys. In the comments, I want you guys to think about it. What would happen? What would you be missing out on? I know Allison kind of talked about this at the beginning, but what would you be missing out on if someone never shared this business opportunity with you? What would you be missing out on? Like, I wouldn't know any of you right now if Linda didn't share the career opportunity with me, right? So what are some things you guys would be missing out on? Let me see some stuff in the chat. Friends, laughs, money, Closest friends. I know, don't you guys, isn't it so true? It's like all of our best friends are in Mary Kay. Closest friends, travel, hope for a better future, freedom, flexibility, friends, God, vacations. Oh my gosh, they're coming in. Flexibility. Okay, yeah. So you guys got it. Isn't that crazy? Just think of that. So what if you didn't share? What if someone was longing for something like this? So I'm like, whoo, I like almost cried just thinking about what if we didn't have this Mary Kay business opportunity, right? So keep looking in the comments because there's some amazing things right there. But every person I pamper, I share the business opportunity because I think about the same thing. What if, what if I didn't have this Mary Kay opportunity? I wouldn't have my dream house that we were able to put a down payment on. I wouldn't have my wedding, my dream wedding. I wouldn't have met so many great friends. I wouldn't, all the things that you guys have in here. And so, when I started Mary Kay, I was 22 years old. I could barely talk on the phone. Linda shared the career opportunity with me, and I said yes on the spot. And it's so fun that when we think about other people, like how fun, when you're sharing with other people. So what if she wouldn't have shared with me? I wouldn't have known all of you guys. So really think about that. A lot of times we are like, oh, I can't share with her because I don't really know what to say. Well, when you're in front of the right people, there's no wrong words. And so what if you just said, hey, can I tell you a little bit about this Mary Kay opportunity? And even if you just blabbed and blabbed and blabbed, or if you said 5 words, it would be the same thing for them. So just really think about taking yourself out of it and putting it, in their court. This is like something that you don't want to take from someone else if you don't share, right? And then Mary Kay also said, this is from Mary Kay in Touch. Mary Kay Ash started her dream company so that other women could succeed on their own terms. For more than 60 years, millions of women all over the world have enriched their lives, their families' lives, and the lives of countless women through the Mary Kay opportunity, and you can too. Mary Kay Ash said, our story is not just about making money or status or fame. Our story is about many women whose lives and the companies have changed, whose lives the company has changed and whose lives have touched mine. It really is true that all you can send into the lives of others comes back into your own. That was Mary Kay Ash's quote. So every person knows at least 5 women that you don't know. So maybe the next person that you facial at your pampering session is the next person who wants to enjoy this business opportunity. Or maybe it's her 5 friends, or maybe it's her 10 friends that you can share with. So the more that you share, so like I said, I share with every single person I'm in front of. If I'm in front of 30 faces that month, I'm sharing with 30 people. Now, not everyone actually shows up or, whatever. So then it's like, but you shared and you scheduled it with people. And so all you can do, what we can control is who we ask. So are you asking everyone? And if you haven't, it's okay. You can go back and say, oh my gosh, I pampered you last month, or I pampered you yesterday, and I forgot to schedule a chat with you. Or I'm working on my leadership training. I'm going to give you guys some scripts in a minute, and I need to do some practice chats. And so you can go back to everybody. So the key to adding a new team member, you guys, here's the secret, is asking them, just asking them if you can share the business opportunity with them. Okay, so I'm going to give you some scripts, but the first thing you want to do is to decide an incentive. Now, you don't have to give anything away. I'm kind of like Scrooge sometimes when I give stuff away because I don't really like to give a lot of good things away. So I'm going to show you what I've been giving away lately that's like so much less cost effective. But you can say, like, listen for a lip gloss. That's like super catchy, right? Would you help me? Just listen and I'll give you a lip gloss, right? You can do a full-size lip gloss. You can also do those little mini lip glosses. I think those are back now. You can also share for a shadow, right? That's super fun. Share for a shadow. It's super catchy. Only $4 your cost to give them an eyeshadow. That's super fun too. I switched, because like I said, I'm kind of like Scrooge. Sometimes I don't want to give away full eyeshadow or full lip gloss, but I've been doing now listen for a lip kit. And all it is I just took lip glosses and one of every lip kind, lip gloss, semi-matte, gel, whatever they're called. And I just tape them on a sheet and it's listen for a lip kit. So these are all the bold colors, and then I have the neutral. So whatever excites you, and I can put that on the I can send it to Donna after this. I forgot to send it to her, but I can send that to her. But whatever excites you is what is going to excite other people. So if you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing a listen for what, and then you can't like, no one's excited anymore, right? You want it to like roll off your tongue. I'm doing listen for a lip kit. I'm super excited. And so whatever it is that you're excited about, you don't have to give an incentive, but it makes it even more fun. People could go into a drawing for a bag. People could go into a drawing for a free gift and like a discontinued. You could do listen for a prize. So anyways, we could go for days about that, but come up with an incentive, especially if you have a lot of products like limited edition laying around, you can do that too. So think about that. That's going to be for you guys to think about. So here's what I say. And again, I will send Donna these scripts afterwards and she'll put them on the thing, but I just say, to help me with my leadership training and get your feedback about the Mary Kay marketing plan, would you prefer a neutral lip kit or a bold lip kit? Okay, so whatever your you can even just say one thing. But to help me with my leadership training, and yes, I say it at every single appointment. Yes, I'm still working on my leadership training. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new or if you've been in Mary Kay for hundreds of years, you're still working on your leadership training, right? We're all working on leadership training. So to help me with my leadership training and get your feedback about the Mary Kay marketing plan, would you prefer a blank or a blank? Or you can just give them one. Okay, then they're gonna say, okay, awesome. They're gonna say, oh, I like that lip color that you have on. I'm like, perfect. This is a lip kit. Show the lip kit again. It's just the samples taped onto a piece of paper. It's like literally just a piece of paper. And then so then I just say, so to help me with my leadership training and get your feedback about the Mary Kay marketing plan, would you prefer this or this? And then they say a bold lip kit. Okay, awesome. Would you prefer tomorrow or tonight? Okay, so you want to do it soon if you can, depending on what your schedule is. If I'm at the skincare class, I'll say, can you do tonight at 7 p.m. or whatever, or tomorrow? And then I just say, it's just a quick chat where we talk about how Mary Kay could work for you. And then we just pick a time. So, okay, great. How about tomorrow at 5? And then I always even take it away from them. So if they're like, no, I'm never going to do Mary Kay, I'm like, no, it's totally fine. I know you wouldn't want to do Mary Kay, right? And I say, even if it's something you would never do in a million years, it just helps me with my training. So I swear you don't have to do anything. It just helps me with my training. And what I find out is people will go from like, I'll ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, what your interest is. They might be a 1. And then after our chat, they're like, wow, I actually learned so much about it. I'm still a no, but I'm a 6 on the scale of 1 to 10. And so it's just a good way to just take it away from them. And you can like let people off the hook. So then they're already not going to say it to you. So you could say something like, I know you would never do Mary Kay in a million years, but it just helps me with my training and you get a gift. Or like, I know this is the last thing you'd ever consider, but can you just keep an open mind and help me with my training? So when you go into that, like Lori kind of talked about this too with like your script, people want to help you. So like Lori talked about her script about helping her become a director. Can you help me with some pampering sessions? And that's exactly what we're doing right here, right? So if we can practice doing a bunch of chats with every single person we're in front of, that is just going to even, you know, it is helping us with our leadership training and it is giving us more like tools. Also 2 weeks ago when I trained you guys again, I talked about going on to Mary Kay, MK Confident, the training. There's training on team building and they have flyers that you can print out. I know I think you can still order them on InTouch, but they have different printouts that you can even just go over with people and they have role-playing things on there, but on the training, that's going to be perfect. Oh yeah, thank you, Donna, for typing that out. So just kind of, you want to ask them right away. So can I have one of you from the audience? I'm not going to call on you because I really hate when people call me. So don't call me when we're in big groups, but who can just help me role play and be my practice person? I'll have you raise your hand if you could help me role play. I'm going to call on someone. I'm just kidding, I won't. But, okay, Jenny Elkins. Woo! I was going to call on you anyways. Perfect. Just kidding. Okay, Jenny, go ahead and unmute. I'm going to have you. Oh, no, I lost you. Okay, I'm going to say, Okay, perfect. I'm going to show you guys exactly what it sounds like with Jenny. And then when you guys get into your breakout rooms, your director in charge of the breakout room might ask you some questions. But I want you guys to at least practice role playing once with your group when you get into the breakout rooms. Okay, where's Jenny? Okay. Okay, Jenny, we just did a skincare class. Okay. And we are doing our individual clothes, and here we are. We're sitting together either in Zoom or next to each other. Okay. So, okay. Thank you, Jenny, so much for doing the skincare class. How does your face feel?
It feels amazing.
Oh my gosh, it isn't so amazing. Like your skin is
soft.
just glowing. It's glowing. So I have a question for you to help me with my leadership training and just get your feedback about the Mary Kay marketing plan. It's just a quick chat we do. I have a gift for you. Would you prefer, do you like bright lips like this, like bold lips, or do you like more neutral?
I like bold lips.
Okay, bold. Okay, so I'm gonna write down bold for her. Okay, so just to help me with my training, it's just to get your feedback about the Mary Kay marketing plan. You'll get that bold lip kit sample. And then it's just a quick chat that we just talk about how Mary Kay could work for you. So are you available maybe, oh, let's see, it's already kind of late tonight, but are you available maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening?
Morning would probably be better for me.
Okay, perfect. Would you prefer 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.?
Let's do 10. Sometimes I like to sleep in.
Me too. Okay, let's do 10. Okay, so tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll just give you a call and I'll just talk to you about how Mary Kay works. You can ask any questions you have. So think about any questions that you have maybe from the class today when you heard me talk about the business. And then I'm just going to tell you how Mary Kay could work for you if it's something you want. And I know you're so busy, your schedule is insane. So even if it's something you would never do in a million years, it would just help me with my training, and it's a pretty quick chat just to learn about Mary Kay. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay, perfect. So I'll call you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Sounds good. Okay, so
Awesome.
thank you, Jenny. Good job, Jenny. Let's give her a woo. Pretty easy.
Love
Okay.
how she didn't ask questions. I love how
Yeah.
you didn't ask, questions other than the time. You just led into it like you already assumed they were
Yes.
going to do it.
Exactly. So if you guys say, could you help me do a career chat? You're going to get some no's, right? But if you just say, to help me with my leadership training and get your feedback about the Mary Kay marketing plan, would you prefer this or this time or this time, that time or that time, this or this, and then you're just booking it, just like you would a session. So that's how I get everyone to say yes, is because it's just chatting with them. And then when I get on the phone with Jenny, I'll just start by saying, I used to have a guide that I followed, but now I just ask her, like, what questions did you have about yesterday's session when I talked about the business opportunity? While we were following up, she can ask me any questions. And then if she doesn't have any questions, I just get to know her a lot. Tell me about what do you do and what do you do for work and what did you like best about the class? And I'll just work it in. And then I'll say, okay, so, it sounds like you are, busy mom with another, you have another job. Well, now Jenny doesn't, but yeah, another job. And I kind of just paint a picture of how Mary Kay could work for her. And then it's just low key. They can ask questions, and then you're really building the relationship. But the key is there's my timer. That was perfect. The key is to share with them, but you book it like there's nothing else that they can do. You're just booking a session. Okay, I'm out of time. It was actually perfect. I will look in the comments to see if anybody has any questions, but when you go into the breakout room, see if you can practice at least once with your group in there. Oh, there they go. Okay, so remind me, Jana or someone, the breakout
Yes,
room.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, ladies. If you have 1 or 2 bookings, you're going to go into the bronze room. If you have 3 or 4 bookings, you're going to go into the silver room. And if you have 5 or more bookings, you are going to go into the gold room. So anyway, have an amazing night, ladies. And if you have not got any bookings on your appointments yet, you're going to stay right here with me. So go down to the bottom, hover over the bottom, and it'll say breakout rooms. You can tap on that and you can find the room that you are supposed to be in. So Jessica, thank you for the fabulous training. Fantastic, fantastic job, Allison. Rockstar Open. We loved it. It was all so good. Okay, ladies, I saw someone had a question.
Anna, excuse me, but can you repeat again what rooms we go into for what?
Sure. If you have 1 or 2 appointments on your books for the next week or 2, then you will go into the bronze room. If you have 3 or 4 selling appointments and career appointments on your books for the next couple weeks, you will go into the silver room. If you have 5 or more appointments on your books, you'll go into the gold room. All right. Any other questions before we get started? All right. I saw someone had a question on here. I thought I would just respond to it real quickly. Someone says, "Oh, I could never do. Oh, I don't think I could ever do this because I don't like to sell. I'm not salesy." I always tell people, well, there's a couple of different things. I have a lot of different comebacks, and it depends on who I'm talking to. But sometimes I say, thank goodness, because you know what? Oh, women love to shop, but they don't like to be sold to. So I don't invite people on to my team or to hear the information that are really salesy. The other thing that you can say is, oh my goodness, I totally understand, Susie. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like I was a salesperson to you? Have you ever felt like I pressured you to purchase anything? She always says no. I say, great. See, I didn't have to sell you anything. You just shop for Mary Kay on your own. And so those are just a couple of different things. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about, is anyone signed up for the Mary? Okay, well, we're not going to talk about the Mary Kay 5K right now. Someone asked that, but there are fundraisers available. But what I want to talk about right now is we want to talk about asking for someone to listen to the facts about Mary Kay. Now, my dog is testing me right now. She's trying to play with me and bite me, and I'm trying to talk to you at the same time. I'm like, that's really true skill. But anyway, Chloe just left me alone for a hot minute. So let's do some role playing. Who wants to role play with me? Anyone? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Dolores. Thank you, Dolores. Please unmute, Dolores. All right. Dolores, we're going to pretend that we were in a skincare class together and that you have been, actually, let's do something else, because before they were pretending that they were in a skincare class. And so let's just pretend that you're one of my clients. Does that sound good? Just a different scenario. You've been my client for a long time. I was scared to share the Mary Kay opportunity with anyone. So I didn't tell anyone about it until right now, until I felt convicted that I wasn't sharing this dream opportunity with other women that could change their lives. Okay. So I would give you a call. Hey, Dolores, it's Jana. How are you?
Doing fine, Jana. What's up?
Hey, do you have a quick minute? Have I caught you at a good time?
Yeah, you actually did for a change. This is good. Yes. What do you need, hon?
Good. Hey, I wanted to give you a call. I just want you to know how much I have always appreciated you supporting me and my family business. You've been a consistent client and you've loved on Mary Kay. And that means so much to me, not just me, but to Mary Kay, the company, because Mary Kay is a company that cares by giving back through the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation. And I don't know if we've talked about that, but it's a really big deal. And so I wanted to call and thank you, number one. And the second thing is I have a huge favor.
Okay,
Now,
what you got?
well, I think, you know what, Mary Kay might be the last thing that you would ever consider. But I'm in a challenge right now to share the facts about the Mary Kay business opportunity with 3 of my favorite clients, and you're at the top of the list. Is there? You're welcome. Well, you are amazing, and you always look like $1,000,000. I love how you take pride in yourself, and you always wear those gorgeous hats to church. And so I was wondering, okay, would you be willing to just hop on a call with my sales director and I? It only takes about 20 minutes and I will have a special gift for you at your you know, when we get together next. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I can do that.
Okay, great. So all we're gonna do is she'll want to get to know you, and then I want you to ask really good questions. Like, so think about, if you ever in a million years were gonna do something like this, what would you want to know about how the business works? So think about that before our call, okay? So what works best for you? We do Monday night Zooms at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we could be on Zoom, or would you rather do a three-way call?
Oh, we can do, well, I can do either. I can do either one. Just depends on when you call. We can do that.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and schedule the Zoom, and this is the time. So then you would go ahead and schedule that time. And if that does not work out for her, what I would personally do is I would get the fastest time available. Life happens, you guys. Dolores, thank you so much. Everybody, give Dolores a big round of applause because she's awesome. Whoop, whoop. Okay, I would book the fastest and most like next appointment available. Does that make sense? Because life happens, stuff changes. And what if someone comes up to Dolores and she's like, well, I have a meeting in like a week and a half to get together with Jana Strung and talk to her about Mary Kay. Let's just say she's telling her cousin Susie about this. And cousin Susie says, I did that Mary Kay thing once and it didn't work. And maybe cousin Susie never called anyone or didn't book any appointments or did nothing at all. Just because, like I was a waitress once. Did y'all know that? It didn't work. Does that mean being a waitress doesn't work for anyone else? No, I just don't like to carry big trays. I'm sorry. So it was my fault, not the profession's fault. So anyway, all right. So what questions do you all have about asking for someone to listen to the facts about Mary Kay? And you can even give me something that has stumped you before. Like, what's an objection that someone has given you that you've been like, I wonder what I'm going to say to that. Dolores, go ahead.
I think one of my most favorite things I have heard is, oh, I can't wear Mary Kay. I tried that and I'm allergic to it.
Oh, well, that's kind of on the, like, you don't want to, I'm glad you brought that up, Dolores. You don't want to be just trying to recruit someone that's not using Mary Kay. Unless she's just a sharp gal and she speaks highly about Mary Kay. She used it in the past. She doesn't have a beauty consultant. And you're like, she's sharp. We need to talk about it now. But as a general rule, we're talking to people that love Mary Kay. People recruit closer to the use of the product. When you put the product on their face, they're more excited. And as far as I'm allergic to Mary Kay, ladies, I ask questions. I say, oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. So was it our skincare or was it the color cosmetics? What was it that bothered your skin? What were you using at the time? And then they will usually reply. And so I'll say, okay, well, our skincare, if it's skincare, I'll say, you know what, our skincare has changed recently. So that makes a difference. Number 2, looks like Gina says, I don't have money. Ladies, if someone doesn't have money, this is what I asked one person one time. I said, how long do you want to live like that? Mary Kay is about making money, not spending money. Mary Kay will save you on your own products and you can profit a great deal of money. Would you like to learn how to do that? And if the answer is no, they're lazy. They're not only broke, but they're lazy too. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to be bold and blunt. But that's how it is. Now, if there's some type of disability or whatever the case may be, that's different. So yeah. I love the products, but I'd never be part of a multi-level marketing company. Well, that's awesome, Michelle, because Mary Kay is actually a direct sales company. We are not multi-level marketing. Did you know that? There's a big difference. Mary Kay gives us profit sharing from Mary Kay Corporate when we build a team. Multi-level marketing companies take money from the people below them, they're out of their pocket to put in their own pocket. But we're not like that. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So it sounds like you are familiar with some direct sales, multi-level marketing type of things. I would love to get your opinion on how our business works. Do you have 15 minutes that we could chat about it? Is there any reason why I couldn't give you the facts so that way you feel informed about Mary Kay? Using the words, is there any reason why? When you start it with that, they will be able to, you're giving them permission to say no, but you're still benefiting. Does that make sense? Ladies, I know that y'all know how to sell the product. The business opportunity is another product. I want to tell you, this product has more value than even the product that you could be selling for a 50% profit. Because not only will they become a team member that they can make a 50% profit, but they can build more relationships with people, grow their confidence, have flexibility. If you scroll up in the comments, you're going to see what the opportunities are. Look at that. Let's see. We have, why do people love Mary Kay? Friends, laughs, money, travel, freedom, flexibility, friends, hope for a better future. That's huge. Vacations, flexibility, become a better Christian, a whole different life, sisterhood, salvation. That's eternal. Who are we to hold people back? So make sure, I would just encourage y'all, just make sure that you are offering the opportunity. I'm going to finish with this. It's kind of like having a stick of gum, and stop overthinking things, for Pete's sakes. You're booking appointments. Who cares if they don't answer the phone? Who cares if they don't call you back? You will reach back out to them another time. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm going to say this. If you had 10 women standing in a circle with you and you were all visiting and having a wonderful time, and you pulled out a package of gum, and would you just offer the girl next to you a piece of gum, or would you offer everyone a piece of gum? Wouldn't it be rude to just offer, oh, would you like a piece of gum? You can't have any. You cannot have any. And I'm definitely not going to give any to you or you or you or you or you. Or would you say, hey, who would like a piece of gum? I'm going to have a stick of gum. And it would be gracious of you to offer. And guess what? If they don't want the gum, you're not going to go cry about it or be discouraged. Am I right? I mean, you asked, you offered, they declined. It's okay. Actually, when someone tells me, you know what, I will listen, but I'm going to tell you no, I would say that's awesome, because I'm actually looking for 4 people to tell me no this week. I just need you to listen to the facts about Mary Kay and ask questions, and then you can tell me no. Okay? You can be one of my 4, Susie. How does that sound? I'm only looking for 1 person to say yes this week, but I want 4 to say no. And so guys, guess what? That takes away the pressure from them. So I hope that you've heard something tonight that has blessed you immensely. I certainly know that we had great training before. And we had fabulous, fabulous training or opening from Allison. So any questions, friends? All right, ladies, we're gonna go ahead and hop off of here. Now, keep in mind, um, if you need a script, I think that Donna has posted my recruiting landing page on here. Actually, I could post on here. Actually, people are hopping off. If you have questions and you need the script for recruiting, ask your independent sales director, and we can get that to you. Okay? All right, go out and have a powerful week. And I challenge each one of you, go ask, I want you to ask 5 of your favorite clients and customers to listen to the facts about Mary Kay this week. Can you ask 5? Remember, it's like you're giving 5 pieces of gum. Okay? And by the way, pick the really cool people. All right? The scary ones. All right. Have an awesome evening, ladies. We'll chat with y'all soon. All right. You're on mute, Donna. Have a great night.